What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Crimson, and today we have our week 6 team builder in battle. So this match was like heavily delayed, so I'm sorry about that on the upload. Same with my match in the NPA actually, because I've been trying to get the person to answer, but they've been pretty busy this week or something. So should be coming sometime this weekend, hopefully tomorrow. We'll see though. So first off, we have our Bugginium Z Terrakion with X Scissor Stone Edge, Close Combat, and Sword Stance. It hits a lot of things on his team. Bugginium Z is for the Mew. The only thing it's lacking is Earthquake, but you know, I only need Earthquake for Deblade, and I have other things for Deblade as you can see on this team. But yeah. Next up, I have a Darmanitan Zen Mode with Stone Plate, Belly Drum, Fire Blast, Flame Charge, and Stone Edge. So yeah, this set is it's a set. With 96 speed or 96 naive, I think that's not naive. 96 hasty nature, 252 special attack, 156 attack, and 4 in HP. That way, if I can belly drum from full and turn into Zen automatically. Yeah, this is a meme set, but as I said earlier, I didn't really care too much about this match. It was kind of delayed, and I just wanted to get it over with. So when I was team building like a couple days ago, I said, whatever, I'm just gonna throw this shit on, whatever, be done with it. Next up, I have the Thunderous Therian with the Expert Belt, Volt Switch, Sludge Wave, Dark Pulse, and Focus Blast with enough speed to outspeed a max speed Mew and max special attack, and the rest in defense. Next up, I have a Mega Sceptile with Rock Slide, Leaf Storm, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake, Lightning Rod ability, 4 attack, 252 special attack, and max speed hasty. Next up, I have a Weavile that is Life Orb, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Poison Jab, and Low Kick. Low Kick's there for Mega Steelix. It does like 40%, I think. And yeah, Poison Jab is for Primarina, Icicle Crash, solid ice coverage for things like Zapdos, and then Knockoff for things like Mew. Last up, I have an Akaberry Registeel to help me tank overheats from a Rotom Heat with Iron Head, Stealth Rocks, Toxic, and EQ. Rocks are fairly important this game because after a couple of rock switch-ins, everything should die to Darmanitan. And yeah, that's the team. Let me go ahead and pull up the replay. Here we go. Hold up, let me change the sides. Okay, so here I expected him to lead with something like Mew. So I wanted to take full advantage of that turn 1 and lead with something that could blow away Mew before he could get rocks up. Because looking at my team, I have a Darmanitan, I have a Thunderous T, and I have a Weavile, all which really don't like rocks. So I figured he's leading Mew, because that's his only rock setter on this team. Turns out he leads with the Excelgor, and I'm in a terrible spot. So I'm going to go hard Darmanitan. I'm just trying to bluff the Scarf, which, you know, it's solid. So here I have to swap. Gonna go hard Mega Sceptile on the Sparkling Aria. And then here I'm gonna Leaf Storm the incoming Deblade. It's gonna take 30%. That was an attempt at a prediction. Like, I believe I know it does the most damage to Deblade out of everything I had, including the Earthquake. Well, not really once I found out his set, because turns out he was max Spadef. Actually, I think it still did more. Yeah, Earthquake did like 22. I should have just swapped in. Like, I didn't have anything that could kill Deblade without chipping it first, which is why I clicked Leaf Storm there. And obviously Leaf Storm was also going to blow away the Primarina. So I'm going to go hard into the Weavile. He's going to Shadow Sneak. I'm going to double out because I didn't calc it. Knockoff actually did not kill this thing. So I had to pull the double into Thunderous T as he goes into the Primarina. And that was also kind of a prediction because that's obviously he's switching for the Weavile. So here I'm just going to Volt Switch out. And I'm going hard into the Weavile. And I'm going to Icicle Crash as he's going to go into the Hitmontop. I'm going to do solid 45, which tells me he has like no physical bulk investment. He has max HP though. So now I can swap into my Thundurus on the expected fighting move as he Toxics it, which I don't really care because Thundurus doesn't need much HP. Then I think I'm going to Volt Switch out here. And this Volt Switch right here puts the Goodra in range of the Zen Darmanitan Stone Edge at +6 with the Stone Plate. So that's super good. I can go out into Weavile again, scare him out. And I'm going to miss this Icicle Crash on this Primarina. Let me show you the calcs on this. From what I was confirmed with him, he is a max HP, like heavily Spadef invested Primarina. This Icicle Crash would have done 29 to 35, which is crucial damage because that would have put him in range of the Poison Jab, or in turn in range of the +6 Stone Edge Stone Plate boosted from Darmanitan. So that's really bad for me because that would have meant everything on his team was in range to die at this point. Turn 10. But it didn't happen, so it's fine. So I'm just going to go into Registeel here, chew whatever he clicks. And he tried to predict, I believe, the Thundurus or the Sceptile, something like that. So I'm going to double out, going hard into Thundurus, predicting him to want to swap. More or less expected to Blade, and I didn't want it free setup, but Thundurus does work here. This crit sucks, because now Thundurus is way too weakened to do much at this point. As you can see, it's at 8%. Now I have to toss off a Volt Switch, and I would really weaken this thing with a Volt Switch. And I go hard into the Darmanitan, bluffing the Scarf. That's the whole point of this. So here I'm going to actually go hard in... Did I double? I think I doubled, right? Did I go hard into something? Yeah, hard Mega Sceptile. There we go. Predicting the switch into the Primarina. And this turn, I predicted him to want to predict me to want to pull a double. So what I'm going to do is, or to try and over-predict or something. So I'm going to stay in Leaf Storm, but that's going to go way to the left of Primarina. Fucking juking the fuck out of me. And this one is actually super unfortunate because I was confirmed that he was heavily Spadef, right? So even if he was max, which I'm pretty sure he wasn't, max takes 82 to 97. Obviously, that's in range of a +6 Stone Edge, but it's also in range of a +6 Flame Charge, which would have been nice because then I would have gotten the speed boost and all would have been well, but obviously that was not the case. And I miss, and he's going to blow away my Mega Sceptile, which was a very important win con that I just lost because of hacks at this point. Thundurus is going to come out. I'm just going to Volt Switch, keeping it alive at that 8%. Oh, whoops. I have missed a turn. So, yeah, I'm going to Volt Switch and go hard into Weavile. One huge threat to my team is obviously Hitmontop. As you can see, I have like 6 things weak to fighting on my team. Terrakion, Weavile, Registeel. So I clicked Icicle Crash here just in case he wanted to be cheeky and pull a switch out. Obviously that could have missed because the way my luck's been going, but I'm not going to try to play around hacks. Should never have to play around hacks. So here, I could have stayed in, Poison Jabbed it, but I have a fairly safe switch into Registeel, and I need Weavile for... It's in a position to sweep at this point, really. It can kill the Blade after like 10% more damage. It can kill Goodra from the range it's at. Poison Jab will kill Primarina after like 20% chip. Icicle Crash can kill a Hitmontop after like 20% damage of more chip, and I need Exceligor to be gone. But Exceligor is already fairly weakened, and as you can see, I'm going to be setting up rocks on this turn. as he switches hard into Excelgor. He's going to set up a layer of spikes as I kill the Excelgor with an Iron Head. So yeah, Weavile's in a really good spot to sweep after I get rid of this Hitmontop and chip the Primarina, which it would have been chipped had I not missed all of my attacks on it. So in comes the Beyblade. I'm going to double into Thunderous, sack it as he rapid spins, which just sucks because I should have just spammed Stealth Rocks or something. Those were pretty important to make sure that Primarina was in range of +6 Stone Edge thingy. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been. It would have needed to switch in like a couple more times. So I'm going to go Darmanitan here, forgetting that his Primarina wasn't weakened. Because I'm like, okay, I'm in a position to sweep here. I just need to set it up. But I forgot that I missed everything on it. So I couldn't sweep. So I had to pull a double here into Terrakion on the incoming Primarina. So here I decided, you know what, close combat, we'll put it in range of the +6, what's it called, +6 Stone Edge from the Zen mode Darmanitan. So I'm going to click it here, as he's going to go into the Blade, which is a nice play. Turns out I obviously you saw my set, I don't have Earthquake, but this is just out of range of the Weavile. So what I'm going to do, oh no, wait, that's not this turn. I'm going to go into Registeel here on the Sacred Sword because it can chew it. And then here I'm going to EQ the incoming Hitmontop for like 20%, which is in Icicle Crash range from Weavile now. That crit did not matter at any shape of the word crit because his leftovers put him out of the range of the Icicle Crash, and I don't have Ice Shard, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to have to sack this. So I have a 67.3% health Weavile. I could go into the Weavile here, but obviously if he has Mach Punch or whatever, Weavile gets blown away. I believe I do tank a Bullet Punch though, which he ends up having. Let me see, Bullet Punch. Yeah, I would have eaten that, but I couldn't have been too sure. So I'm going to go into the Terrakion here, as if he had Mach Punch, it would not kill from there. And I'm just going to toss off another close combat, because I did not want to risk missing on that incoming Primarina if it came in. He's going to go back into this. So here's where I decided I just need to Stone Edge it, because that is now officially in range of the Weavile knockoff. And Terrakion has become useless at this point. Like, I can't switch into anything, especially not Darm, because I can't afford to not be +6. And Weavile dies to a Sacred Sword, so I decided, you know what, let me just use my Buginium Z. That way I can just get that extra chip just in case. He has like some physical bulk, and I didn't want to risk missing. So I sack this. I'm going to go into the Weavile here, and I'm just going to click Knockoff, because I'm going to predict him to want me to over-predict, and predict the Hitmontop coming in. So he's going to Shadow Sneak, and I'm going to knock off and kill this. And I'm at 33% now, which happens to be, I think, just out of range. Yeah, a Bullet Punch, and I knock off here. Getting rid of those leftovers is probably more important. And besides, Icicle Crash wouldn't have killed. As you saw, it did like 45, I think, max. Not max, it wasn't 45 max. It was 39 to 46. So, or assuming that's a spread anyway. So it was really not going to kill. None of that really mattered, but knocking off those lefties is kind of nice. So here, I'm going to predict him to want to go into the Primarina. Set up the +6 Darmanitan. And as you're going to see, turn into Zen mode. And watch this. I miss another attack on this Primarina. I did not touch this Primarina this entire match, because 3 moves I clicked, all of them missed. Every single one of them missed. And this is just going to go down. So, yep. No Zen mode Darmanitan sweep. Opponent's trying to be sympathetic in the chat, but yeah, it's not really helping. Considering I've just lost, what, 3 weeks in a row now to complete and utter bullshit. But anyway, guys, there's not much to say about it. I guess I didn't prep too well, even though my prep seemed perfectly fine. Guess Earthquake on Tarak would have been pretty solid instead of Buginium Z. That's probably the only thing I didn't like about my prep. Everything else I thought was pretty solid, including the +6 Darmanitan that had a chance to sweep. But you know, sometimes you get fucked over in life. Sometimes it happens 3 fucking weeks in a row. All I have to say to you guys is thank you guys for watching. Sorry we're on this losing streak. I'm trying my best to get out of it. But you can't do much when you miss literally like 90% of the attacks you fucking click. Anyway, guys, been your boy Crimson. I'm out. Peace.